up on the roof of the van, and oops, sorry guys, I am installing the roof rails. We got the ones from Vantech, and they come with pretty minimal instructions, but it's fairly straightforward. But to give you the gist of it, you have to, sorry, I'm using my phone. You have to take out these little plugs. I'll turn this around here in a minute. But you have to take out these little plugs, which they tell you to take a knife and kind of cut all the way around. Which I tried on the first one, but it's like super difficult. And then you're supposed to pop it upwards from the inside out. But I found out, simple little chisel here, a wood chisel, and a little hammer. I shave off the top of it, and then I just take the other screwdriver and I pop it through, and it's been coming out really cleanly. And I'll kind of stop this, I'll turn the camera around, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But it's actually pretty simple so far once I figured that out, because it was taking me forever to do the first one. And now that I've got the chisel and that thing flowing, I should have these in, hopefully in no time. But I'll turn this off and I'll flip that around for you. Okay, on the other one I was talking about how those little plugs. So this is the one that's done. Then here's one that is not. So ultimately this is the thing I'm talking about right through here. It's just a little plastic piece, and that they've got, you know, kind of caulked on there, or it's probably like butyl tape or some sort of sealant. So all I'm doing is I'm taking the chisel and putting it really flat. I don't want to take any of the metal up, and I'm just hammering that through, and it pops it off. And then I kind of just clean it up, and that's what it looks like in the end. And I'll kind of see, I'll show you kind of what that looks like as I get going here. All right, so far I've just gone in there and I had hammered my chisel through, and you can see it kind of cracks and pops up. But if you get in there, you can get in there and you can peel some of this off, right? And so it's just this little plastic piece that they pound through, and then ultimately you clean some of this up, right? I'm trying to do this while videotaping is not the easiest, but ultimately I'll come and I'll clean this up, but I'll kind of, then I take the screwdriver that I have here, and you can see the little white and the plastic in there. I just hit on the outsides, then I'll hit the hammer through on both sides. It'll pop that out on the other end. I'll clean it all up, and then I'll start bolting the rails on. All right, next step. I've got all of the passenger side rails done. My man, thank you. Thank you. My dad's giving me some tools. Next is to start putting the bolts down. Well, that's kind of next. But one of the things you do, the Vantech sends the rails. I've already got some of it down. But the rails, okay, they send this gasket material to help with the seal, I think to soften it on the roof. So I'm putting those down. For me, I'm taking an extra step to kind of seal the holes. You could put silicone down, or even put it like on the holes and then drill the silicone through. I have butyl tape. So I'm putting some butyl tape on each one of the sets of holes, and when I drill that through, that should seal it all up. But yeah, one step at a time, I'm getting there. Back on the inside of the rail installation. So here's all the little bolts that I put through on the exterior. Now I'm coming through, and it's just basically a bolt, a lock nut, and a washer. We're gonna go through and kind of put them all down, tighten them down. And the roof rails are done. One of the things they did tell you, so you can see here in the very end, I don't have a bolt in there because there's not a standard hole for the van to go through. And it just raises up just a bit. You can probably see, like, when I push on there, moves, it is a little elevated. I'm probably going to do that. I want to work on some other things first. We're losing light today. But they tell you can put a hole through there. There's extra bolts that I might just put that right straight through. But other than that, done.